check out all these filters for the Osmo Pocket 3. So you can get a lot of combinations here for when you're filming outside, so a lot of different effects. So let's dive in. I'm here with the Osmo Pocket 3. As you can see, I have face tracking on, so it's working, the little gimbal. But today I want to look at this K&F Concept Nano-X Series, because this is the black diffusion, quarter and variable ND filter, ND 2 to 32. So this should give, look at how cute and small those are. So you can attach this with little magnets to your Osmo Pocket 3. So let's do that. As you can see, it's already a little bit darker. It has this ND filter, so this is great for outside or with light conditions. So I almost always have this on my Pocket 3. And then you have this variable lens here. You can turn that, make it a little darker or a little lighter, depending on the situation. So it's really versatile. I like the diffusion as well, so you have just a little bit of those little less contrasty colors, especially for the face. And I always take this outside with me, so I really like this filter. There's a lot of combinations. So look at the anamorphic lens by K&F Concepts. It's the Nano-X Series, so you can just click that on. It has little magnets on there, and you can just click that on. Whoa. And now you have like a wide angle here. So a very wide angle, which is pretty cool. So you can use this in different situations. Just click that on and go ahead and shoot your photos or videos or anything you like. So it's a very cool effect. I hope you can see that on your screen right now. Let's just remove that again. And I really recommend. Here I have the variable ND 2 to 32 filter. So this is basically like sunglasses for your gimbal device right here. So this is the Nano-X series from K&F. So that's pretty cool. Now, in order to see what it does, this is like little sunglasses for especially outside. You can put that on. It works magnetically, so it just clicks on, and you can change with a little dial there, change how much that works. So really dark or just a little. So it's pretty cool. And you can just clip that off. It works magnetically. Change the little dial right there. It works like a dream. This is a 16-in-1 filter set. You can buy a lot of these separate, but it's also cool to get them in one go. So let's look at these. You get a very cool little box here. And then you get all these different sets right here. And the 1000. So this is a very large sunglass for your camera. You can just clip that on because it has these little magnets which clip on the front of your camera. As you can see, it's the same shape. Just put that on, click. And this is a very dark sunglass. So if you're filming in really bright conditions, this could be something that you could use. But in this filter set, you also have different ones. So 1000, that's a lot. I usually use ND 2 to 32 filters, those variable ones. I have one that I really like with black mist in it as well. So that 1000, that's really a lot. So this is 256, already a little less. See, you can make out more of the light there and more of my face. So that's pretty cool. 256 ND filter. And you can just carry this with you everywhere you go because you have a lot of slots in there. So wherever you need a 126, wherever you need like a situation, so that clips right on. You can already see a lot more here. So this is for a little lighter situations outside, but not as bright as like the 256 one, which almost makes it seem very dark. And then a few more of these. Let's go through them really fast. 64. Yeah, so a little less even. That's cool. It's still double than what I'm usually putting on there, with that, even with the maximum on the N2 to N32 filter. This is ND16. So also a little less. As you can see, ND16, and then let's go to the ND32, which is the max that I use. ND16 is, I think, halfway to and 32. This is the ND32, so that's pretty cool as well. And I think I have it open almost completely with the black mist, and then N2, or if it's a little brighter, and then open to like. Yeah, and here, this is the lightest one, ND filter here, so you can see that's a lot lighter as well. So those are the little sunglasses you can get for your gimbal. Okay, and then here we have a few of these combined filters, which is also cool. So this is an ND64, so pretty dark sunglasses with a PL filter, and that polarizes, so it removes a little bit of the glare oftentimes. So that's pretty cool. So a little less glare, but it's also a little darker with the ND filter on there. So a polarizing filter and ND filter in one. So it's cool that you have all of these different combinations in the set as well. So that can also darken skies a bit with the added PL. This is an ND32 with the PL filter. So a little lighter as well. And I think that looks pretty cool. And it also removes glare just a little bit from the background. So that's also a cool thing to use. As you can see, this is a lot brighter. And you have a lot more glare there in the background. So, and let's do this one as well. This is the ND16 NPL filter. So there you have that. It's a little lighter, but removes that glare still. And then you have the ND8 NPL filter. So just removes just a little bit of that brightness from your image. So great outside or with light backgrounds like I have here. And then let's see. Here we have the CPL filter. So it's a circular polarizing filter. Also to remove that glare, but in a well, circular way. It's just works a little bit different than a normal PL filter. So that's pretty cool as well. But this doesn't have that ND filter built in as well. Then you have something like a LPR filter, light pollution filter, which filters like the darkness of the sky. So here inside it doesn't do that much, but I always carry this with me if I don't want to use something like the ND filters, if I'm not going against like the sun, but have that filter just in case. Then a UV filter here just to protect the lens. I have a little bit of that UV blockage right there. So that's nice to have in your kit as well. And the cool thing is you can just keep these filters on your gimbal. So you don't need to remove them. It's just one that you use often. You can just keep that on. This one is the black diffusion 1/8. So this is separate black diffusion without an ND filter. So that diffuses just a little bit here, especially the lights in the background. I'll turn on my large light right here. So you can see that a little bit better. So that's the diffusion filter, black mist diffusion 1/8. So pretty cool. Let me steer you here. And then lastly, so that's all the filters here. Is the let's see, K&F concept, the black diffusion 1/4. So you have 1/8 and 1/4 black diffusion, and you can see with the light there in the background. This is 1/4. This is without. And this is the 1/8 again. There's a little bit of a difference there. Now my favorite by far is just this black mist ND2 to 32 filter. You just put that on and you can get any type of shot that we want outside with that black mist, just a little bit diffusion, and then that little sunglass on there. So if I'd get one, I'd really recommend that one.